interesting story happened a few weeks ago. I was working on a theory in my office because it's my job as a theorist to make up theories. Anyways, the chief called me to come to his office. And can you guess who I saw? The chief was talking to some blondie who looks very annoying. Basically, that guy's a goody two-shoes. You guys want to know why he's here? Apparently, this Derek guy was recruited to be my partner. I don't want a partner. But lucky for him, he gets to keep his job because he makes good coffee. But I still find him annoying. So I'm pretty much stuck with him. Anyways, on to today's theory. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I've got a new theory in store for you guys. For the past few months, I've been making up theories about the VR Minecraft series, Internet Commission. On our last theory, I gathered up some evidence that points to who the villain is, which turned out to be the big boss himself, the Commissioner. If you're interested to know why I believe he's the bad guy, check the description below to see my last theory. But for now, let's get started for today's theory. Today's theory is an interesting one. There are a lot of unexplainable events happen during the series, like the CAS facilities back in the 1750s, which is another theory for another day, or like what did the narrator do that got him fired from the commission? Again, that's another theory for another video. But seriously, the event that shocked me the most is the fact that Pink is still alive after the Space Jam incident. Let's go recap what happened in that video. In the video, we see the squad play basketball. When friend dunked and scored, Luke got upset because his friend said that he sucks at the game. So he stormed off without knowing it was a joke. After he left, the island has changed. It was more loony. The squad met the video's villain, ARG. If you know him, you know. The only way for them to get back Luke and going back home is being Luke on a basketball game. But there's a catch. They don't get to play using their own bodies. They actually get to play as Looney Tunes characters. Pink as Bugs Bunny, Tyser is Daffy Duck, Kaz is Tweety the Canary, Friend is Emma Webster aka Granny, and finally, Luke is a Tasmanian devil known as Taz. When the Looney Tunes squad entered the court, they saw Luke talking to ARG. But Luke was different. He was bragging. He was being a jerk. He became the best basketball player ARG has ever made. When the game started, Luke destroyed them. He scored in every round. Not even Friend could snatch the ball from him. After a few matches, the squad decided to pull Luke to talk some senses into him. After they made up with Luke, he decided to help his friend by letting them win. Maybe they do have a chance for them to go back home. Except ARG knew what they were doing. He didn't want them to go home. He didn't want them to leave. So the squad decided to make a deal with him. If they win the game, they get to go back home. And they did win. Luke did score the winning shot. But did they go back home? No. They never went back. Instead, the court started shaking. ARG started chaos. Only Luke, Kaz, and Pink tried to stop him, while Friend and Tyser went through the teleporter under the commissioner's order, without knowing that their lives will change forever. Which brings us back to the main question. How did Pink survive the Space Jam incident? Sure, the commission might have cloned her, but with what facility? Because if I remember correctly, Intern did destroy it completely. Because of that, Waldo gave Tyser, Luke, and Kaz a tome of undying, so they won't die again during their missions. At first, I thought that they didn't give Pink a totem, but if you look up closely, you can see that there's a totem attached to her blazer's button. And I know what you're thinking, she must have stayed alive because of the totem. But the thing is, back in the Space Jam video, just like I mentioned earlier, the squad turned into furries? Again? Just like I mentioned before, the VR squad did turn into Looney Tunes characters. Just like AIG said, he did delete their bodies both in the real world and in the AI world.
But at least when we escape from here, we'll have our normal bodies back, right?
No, your bodies don't exist in the real world either.
And if it's possible, that means that they lost the totem as well. But how did they survive? Here's what I believe. In the Who's Your Daddy mission, When the squad entered the basement, they found out that the commission has been extracting their DNA, and Intern has been working with them the whole time. So they must have used that DNA so they can clone them again. Looks like someone hired Clone VPN. What do you have to say for yourself, Commissioner? Now that we know how the others are still alive, it still hasn't answered our question though. How is Pink still alive? Allow me to explain. In Pink's first mission, we experienced the life of Doki Doki Literature Club. Friend as the protagonist, Taisara as Sayori, Keza as Natsuki, Luke as Yori, and Pink as Monica. And there's a reason why she's Monica. I believe this mission was set up by the commission. Here's the proof. As you can see a masked employee in the Who's Your Daddy basement. You'll see that same employee is actually disguised as a student during the mission. And isn't it odd that the commissioner wants the squad to find a brown book if it only helps us to free Pink and escape from Monica?
Intern! Finally we got through to you. It's great to have you back, by the way. Now your mission is to find a brown book.
The reason I believe Pink is still alive is because Friend actually extracted her DNA. Friend did their job without knowing what the code does. Or at least Friend does know, but wanted to save Pink. So in short, the commission used their DNA to save them and bring back their old bodies. And if my theory about Friend is correct, they would have built them back. And there you have it. Pink is still alive because of Friend's decision for Pink's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Hero of the Year! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss another video. I'll see you guys on the next one.